the government finds itself not having IT experts who can be able to develop in-house solutions. That is one of the major problems. And sometimes, even if you have the experts who can be able to develop the support that is needed to gather the requirements, analyze them, and be able to do a system that is foolproof, sometimes it's a bit difficult. So because government wants to deliver as fast as possible, that is why they partner with the vendors of various systems so that they can be able to quicken up. Now, looking at the net effect of eCitizens. eCitizen has been able to actually automate most of the government services that would rather have taken a bit of longer time. In terms of the HR component that it has been able to save, like something that requires maybe 10 people to do, just going to your PC and be able to transact, it makes a bit work easier. On that note, we support the government, the government resolve to digitize as many services as possible. Looking now at the contract, that is now where the rubber meets the road, at the contract between the vendors and the government. I take comfort in that all transactions that are done digitally. So in terms of traceability and audit, it's very easy to know if I paid 1,000 for this service, how did the money go at the end of the day? What happens is that usually in any contractual sum, IT systems are some more expensive worldwide because of factors that are beyond the control of government. eCitizen did not come up with the Kenya Kwanza government. eCitizen was there before. The developers were there before. It's only that this government has onboarded as many services as possible. And if I can take a good example of maybe MTRH, which was onboarded on eCitizen. If you go to the ground, their revenue has been able to increase, to double their revenue in terms of collection. So that tells you that there are so many leakages that eCitizen has tried to solve. Now, in terms of contractual agreements between the government and the vendor, I think that is the one that is raising the eyebrows. In terms of within that contract, of course, there is a percentage which you call a commission for every transaction that the vendor takes, which is agreed. You know, sometimes because of the large pool of money that is involved, if you do a percentage of maybe $1 trillion, somebody will imagine that this vendor has gone home with maybe 10 billion or thereabout.
Do you think the report needs a further probe by the Auditor General? Yeah?
What I'm saying is, so that because we are now looking at absolute figures, I think the detail lies in the contractual agreement that the government has taken with the
These questions had already been raised earlier about the ownership of
what needs to be done. Yes. What needs to be done is that because the